To other stories now, some stakeholders in the South-South region have expressed concerns over what they describe as the unfair spread of the 21 deplorable federal roads the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation has volunteered to fix. They want a quick intervention from federal government to reverse the skewed decision of the corporation, as a lot of federal roads in the region are in dire need of repairs. Ikena Mechi has more. We will bring you details of that story subsequently. The African Development Bank has stressed the need to leverage resources from private sector players to expand cassava farming in Nigeria. The bank also disclosed that increased cassava yields could reduce the annual food import bill of African countries, estimated at about $35 billion. Helen Osamide-Akins reports.
Nigeria is one of the leading cassava producers and exporters in the world. It contributes 21% to the total cassava production globally, but supply is still too low due to ever-rising population. It is estimated that Nigeria needs 28.3 tons of cassava planted on 1.2 million hectares of land to meet the country's market and demand for the cash crop. Here at this National Seed Summit, stakeholders from the private and public sector, including researchers, gathered to discuss and seek ways to improve the cassava seed system with a view to transforming the root crop into revenue for the nation. One of the resolutions is a call for the mechanization of cassava planting and harvesting.
Through that, you derive the benefits of wealth and then jobs, which is the main target. And then we can also reverse the trend of importation.
The government is the primary collaborator to provide the enabling environment, and it's the private sector getting that enabling environment who will drive the intervention for sustainability.
Other speakers disclosed that Nigeria has the economic potential to generate revenues of over $400 million from domestic value addition to cassava and earn an additional income of $2.98 billion in agricultural exports of cassava annually. They therefore advocate for the launch of cassava into a high-performing and growth-oriented subsector.
It's only when we have those private sector players, private sector producers who have an incentive, an extra incentive, I should say, of earning an income from cassava seeds. Then the market will just take off and will drive itself.
The theme of the summit, catalyzing and scaling private sector-led cassava seed development, stresses the need to promote inclusive investment in the cassava sector.
With Africa spending about $35 billion annually importing food, experts say if this is not curtailed, food importation could rise to over $100 billion by the year 2025. Helen Osamide-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.